Let me ask you this. Is America more racist or less racist than when you were a kid?
I think it's pretty much the same because it's institutionalized, and the institution takes on different faces, so to speak. But I don't know if racism in the financial sector has gotten any better. We still have a hard time getting capital when we need it. We still have a hard time having that access to those currency streams that's out there, and so it affects us in the same way. In 1865, Black people own maybe 1 or 2% of America, and I believe we're still in that same place.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It's barely changed. The last rapper that I interviewed in this very studio was Kanye West.
Yeah.
You've had a wobbly relationship with him, but you're back on track. I read that you saw him, in fact, a few days ago.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago. We were always cool. He spoke my name without really explaining what he meant, and I just really couldn't leave that statement out there without, he never explained what he meant, and so I had to, kind of rebut that. But since then we've talked, and I think Ye understands that generalizing will always get you in more hot water than being very specific. You can,
because I haven't really seen much
specific
of him since I interviewed him. He's kind of disappeared. How is he? How's he dealing with what's happened to him?
I believe he's doing great. He's still, dealing with some people trying to hold on to his money. But for the most part, I believe he's in a good space. I think he's, learned a lot from this past year, and, hopefully he'll come out better on the other side.
When you saw some of the crazier things he was saying, the anti-Semitic statements he was making, what did you feel as someone who knew him well? What did you feel about that?
I felt that if he was really upset with specific people, that the message he was saying would kind of hijack what he's really upset about, and that's kind of what happened. You just can't generalize. You have to be specific, especially if you're talking about anybody, any race of people. You have to be specific on who exactly you're talking about. Yeah.
Let's talk about the music industry. Huge amount of attention being given to artificial intelligence now.
Yeah.
Clearly it has awesome power, not least to replicate how people like you would make music. What do you feel about that?
I think it's terrible. I think it's going to make people lazier, less creative. Could you imagine if an actor, if I decided not to do a sequel and the movie company said, we have the rights to your likeness.
Right.
We're going to put you in the sequel whether you want to be or not, because we have the right to. So now they use AI to put Ice Cube in a movie I don't want to be in, saying things I don't want to say and doing things I wouldn't do. So to me, that's terrible. Or taking an artist that's passed away and having them do a new song with lyrics that they may not agree with. It's just, it's a slippery slope that will hurt us more than it will help us.
Is there a benefit that you can see where you could use AI to enhance what you do?
We use, automation here and there to help advance and make us sound better. But, once you take the paintbrush out of the painter's hand, is it really a painting from him,